Hello all, this is Alys, and here we are, after a very long time, in which you guys are probably wondering, Alys, where have you been, loca? So, long story short, I moved places, got my driving license, also got a call from hell, but even more interesting, I have been playing the demo for Pathologic 3, also known as Quarantine. There will be a video on my thoughts more or less organized, and it will be up soon. What we have now is the playthrough, my second playthrough actually, as the first was rather chaotic, and while that gives for a good story, which will be narrated in the next video, it isn't that good to keep the flow of our playthrough. So, without further ado, Alys plays Pathologic 3 Quarantine. So, let's go. We're going to start a new game because there's a new patch with new stuff. The capital, where the bachelor returned in disgrace after the steptown perished. And there we are. Man, it's gorgeous. Oh shit. To see things worthy of your attention. The god of death, within a very small heart against a very small feather. Oil on canvas. Nothing. Backstern. Out of scorn? Out of fear? Yet this is Aglaya, I think. And let me see Aglaya. And could that be Karminski? Could be. Whoa. Yeah, that's Aglaya. Hello, Aglaya. Someone died here. There's nothing here. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. Yes, Hamlet mansion, Hamlet mansion. Okay.
Со смертью борются не потому, что любят жизнь.
And yeah, I forgot to add that now we can have audio in Russian and text in English, which is nice. Why aren't you at the interrogation yet, Bachelor? You're supposed to be there already. What's going on outside? What are you looking at?
Как говорил наш профессор Лурия, доверить ему лишь яко ворону знать свое кра.
And Platon has glasses now. Hang on, Chief. Did they summon you because of Thanatica? Will the order to shut the laboratory down be revoked? Postponed? No, I believe I was summoned because of the Sun Plague. They feared the epidemic might have already spread there, to the capital. So you're the doctor who first discovered the deadly epidemic, that disease. Is it true that it killed off a whole steppe town in a week? 25,000 dead? Listen to me. All of this is just hearsay. Please leave our director alone. He has important work to do, and you, Chief, should hurry off now. Your appointment is at 8. No, answer me this, since you are the one in charge. It's true or not? You said this disease was already in the capital? I never said that. I said they believe the epidemic might have already spread here. That's what I said, and the bureaucrats are usually wrong. What? The well, that was definitely something. And yes, I did just sound like a Marvel character. Day 8, in which the Bachelor says farewell to hopes and tries to flee the doomed step down. Oh, yes. Okay. Talk. You can go no further. And on Cohen, it was I who set the quarantine in the first place. I didn't recognize you at first. You've changed quite a bit after a week in our town. I'm Sava Kremenitz, number 72, the last of the volunteer orderly scopes. Since you're here, consider this my resignation. I do not accept your resignation. There's still hope. You promised to save our town, but all you leave behind are ashes and graves. What lies ahead of you is a step, not a step, but a fog of uncertainty. For where would you go now, O man who lost to death? What a way to talk to me, 72. Grown too fond of your mask. Abide by the protocol to stop with implications. People whisper rumors that the only doctor in town plans to abandon them to flee. The most fortunate, the survivors, already planned their own escapes. Could they be saved? Yes, I'll take it to capital. I need witnesses. I couldn't save them with medicine, so I will by other means. Each decision leads to regret the next day. Each step, the abyss. How can one sleep after that? Vita somnium breve. Nightmares multiply in darkness. It's their nutrient medium. It's like blood for a plague. I still have some matches on me. I'll find a way to fight off the darkness. The light of salvation burns and then fades, like hope, like someone's life on a hospital bed. Do you think you'll manage to escape? She already follows you, trying to reach you. She won't just let you leave. Who is she? The plague? You're a fool, Bachelor Dankowski. Conscience, of course it's conscience. You cannot run from your conscience, not even on a train. No, you'd be lucky to board that train alive. And what form your conscience assumes is that you and that is on you and your broken imagination. You implied that I imagined that horrific silhouette, the hallucinations of a guilty conscience? It's likely just neurosis. Come back to where you came from, Doctor. Try to become your old self again. Just don't forget the matches. Thank you, 72. If it's really you, for your volunteer service, you too did all you could. Oh, okay. Oh shit, okay. Okay. Ooh! Poor bull. Okay, no. Okay, it's this way. Oh shit. This is so creepy. Okay, there we are. I'm remembering that the first time I was like, okay, I'm not getting it, but now I kinda do. Jeez. This is pretty terrifying, to be honest. Whew. Now, we do go that way. And hold on Q to see things worthy of your attention. I'm going to be ill. The stench. Out! Ooh. Yeah. What in the day before, in which the bachelor leaves to the capital. Welcome. How cute to see things worthy of your attention. We used to keep Calypta talicri here. They feed on blood, but the simple chill butterflies that feed on flowers and light were stronger. Okay. We were seeking the cure for all AIDS and death. A pill to cure the void. The void? I have challenged this phenomenon. We're dying every minute of our lives. An undoubtedly surmountable phenomenon. Oh! We made great progress in the calculation of human life, but if I to calculate a course in academia that would be acceptable for the powers that be. Nothing here. Is there something here? There they are. Grandmaster in chess with death. They say he stutters as a Thanatica. I wouldn't know. What happened to him afterwards? Fearless heart to see things through. Glasses without diopters to look older. What happened to her afterwards? Do you hear the
Повторить. В 4-й серии точно с температурой ошиблись.
My apologies, Serafima. Do you hear those peculiar footsteps on the stairs? Ominous footsteps. I think they're coming for us. If they catch you here, there's no telling what may happen. You could even be arrested.
Ну, люди.
Shall I
Что
continue?
люди?
The ru-
Человек Божий, обшит кожей.
The ruling...
Такие вот они и есть. Люди.
Jesus, Harold Christ, Platon, you do jump a lot. As I continue, the ruling goes on. Your Thanatica and the nation's only laboratory specializing in novel life extension techniques comes across a serious scientific wild goose chase, the so-called effective immortality project. Enough, I'm sick of it already. Wild goose chase, the gaggle of ossified dotards. Oh, but there's more. Has, according to a number of scientists, including Voronin, Segler, and Milonovich, achieved significant breakthroughs. We can skip this part. There, in view of the academic council deeming to lack any prospect whatsoever, the only rational course of action would be to suspend the research, transfer the laboratory to the purview of the Chemistry Institute, and dismiss its staff. I can recite it from memory by now. Perhaps you could retell it in verse, Platon? It will calm you down and put things in broader perspective. I sooner lose a wife, an arm, and an eye than Thanatica. And what does it have to be now? We just got a cellular level reaction. You don't have a wife. Given the way you live, you never will. I'm married to my work. Our relationship is loving, mutually fulfilling, and unclouded by rivalry. Actually, there's still hope, Bachelor. If we present them the immortal man from the center step, what was his name? Shane? Even? Cain, Simon Cain. No time, colleagues, no time! They're already climbing the stairs. Nankowski, you need to run. There'll be no commission while you're gone. We can't stall the proceedings. Go and fetch us an immortal, right away. We'll tell them that you're away on that trip. For once, the red tape will play in our hands. We'll stall, reports, audits, you name it, and appear if all else fails. But if they find you, they'll convene and force you to testify, and we won't be able to wiggle out of it. I agree. If you leave before you are handed the ruling, it's their fault for missing you. But if you wait until afterwards, that's obstruction. They won't miss a chance to hold it against you. They'll use whatever pretext they can. What about you two? Bah, what would they want with us? You're the big-name scientist, so act like it. You're the one that they need, and that Shane person is just who you need. I'm not leaving you here. Oh, for God's sake! Platon, shall we toss him out of the window? That's it. They're here. Hear those voices. They must be deciding whose head is hard enough to batter down the door with. Get out. The eastbound train departs at 1:15. You can make it right on time. You two keep cool. Stop for time and keep mum. Oh wait, one last thing. Have a look at this while you're on your way. There have been promises for 3 months already. But you never found the time. It's a tool for studying tuberculosis, the humidity thing, remember? Kaufman, Gorski, Anna Stein. How does it work? There's no time. Take their papers and read them on your way. We have more procedures right now. Kissing point. What is the report is 104 coming in. You know the pathological. Is he trying to be funny or what? Get out, Chief. Use the back door and don't come back without your immortal. I'll be back in a week. Out cum scuto, out in scuto.
Почему они делают вид, будто смерть в порядке вещей?
Wait, there's one more thing. One more? What might that be? Take care of yourself, Chief. You're so reckless, yet always in the clouds. You don't really know how to fend for yourself, do you? Do you even care about yourself? As if you're any different, Serafima. We're all doomed without you. Come on, it'll be alright. Enough of this. Are you armed? Enough photon weapons. Qui gladio felit gladio perit. Daniel, are you armed? Serafima, do you really believe the steppe is such a wild country? Please just take it with you. It will come in handy. Best I can do is point at someone and pretend it's loaded. Might not work on the bears, though. Well, at least point it. Then, you can be very persuasive sometimes, Chief. Best luck to you and Platon, Serafima. Okay. Now, let's remember. Yeah, we go this way. And we go this way. And we... Bachelor Dankowski, you must proceed to the administration office. Well then. Am I under arrest or what? Don't know anything about that, but we've been ordered to escort you to a conversation. Macy to send me rest in peace then. Huh? So they took me still. Ah no, they didn't. Okay.
Стоять!
Okay.
Я бакалавр медицины Даниил Данковский. Меня прославили исследования пределов человеческой жизни. Всю свою энергию, незаурядный ум я направил на борьбу с главным страхом, ограничивающим человека – неизбежностью скорой смерти. Пытаясь найти доказательства верности своих теорий, я отправился в небольшой степной город, чтобы осмотреть там феноменального долгожителя Симона Каина. Но попал в ловушку. Как только я прибыл на место, на город обрушилась неизвестная болезнь. Она стала пожирать город, как лесной пожар. Ее заразность и смертоносность превосходили все, с чем человечество сталкивалось прежде. А я оказался единственным врачом, вставшим на пути у этого беспрецедентного мора.
Yes, let's go.
Вы и убились.
Let's go back to your testimony, Bachelor Dankowski. Right. My testimony. Let's try to remain level-headed. The ministerial inspection of your lab, Thanatica, began in early September. Your presence was required at all times. Instead, you dashed off across the country to a water town to bring back what might be described as a person with a unique longevity, or at least the results of his medical evaluation. Yes, this town had an outbreak of some fever the scientific community had no knowledge of. As luck will have it, you were the only medical professional at the site of the event. You were forced to remain there, since leaving was impossible. You led the effort to combat the epidemic, and evidently, you took on some field research as well. Accurate so far. Accurate so far. You did not succeed. A complete failure. It goes without saying that one would be foolish to fault a medical specialist for a situation like yours. The remoteness, the lack of communication, the hostile environment, terrible conditions for scientific work. What doctor could have possibly succeeded in those? No one blames you. On the contrary, many stopped just short of saying I deliberately brought the infection to the capital. Perhaps I should have helped myself with a lab report pinned to my corpse? That was clearly what had to be done. You were aware, specialist, of the magnitude of the risk, were you not? Besides, the ordinance from last year. Oh, what? That's better. Tell me, if you'd be so kind, what causes your suspicion and unease? I wouldn't assume a guilty conscience. I suppose we can rule out the setup. Too many coincidences. That letter about Simon lures me to the town. No one shows me Simon. The whole place locks down, trapping me. And when I'm left to die, Thanatica is destroyed just before a scientific breakthrough. We final ourselves spent studying the sand pest. Crafty, I must admit. I feel as if you longer know who you are. I look at you and see and feel frightened. That I can face in someone who isn't human. What do you want to know? What could I have done? All right. My first idea was quarantine. I needed time to study the disease, so I isolated patients in their homes. No, I isolated entire districts. I tried to get at least a day ahead of it. It was spreading too swiftly, and of course, I ensured that no one could leave the town. Were you already aware of the consequences of your decisions? Ah, you refer to the popular discontent. I don't really love from them, only discipline. A difficult surgery can be performed on a resisting patient. Well, very much of the mindset of a doctor of that era. That's why patients get tied up, held down, or anesthetized. Every step I took was justified, or the town wouldn't have lasted those 7 days. You spent 12 days in the Gorkon area. I have my file on the desk here. You familiarize yourself with it, correct? Mind map. Important events happen every day. Select a day to recall what happened. And yeah, this is the moment I suffer a lot. Okay. The polyhedron, an incredible towers overlooking that bridge square, is closed. The entrance is bordered, and it has no bearing near my desk anyway. Hope. Courage, Sankowski. This Simon kind is your only chance to save Thanatica. Settled by the still water, a local lady was nice enough to let me stay with her. No, Simon Kine. I can meet that supposedly immortal man. You went to the end of the world chasing nasty rumors, Dankowski. Chaos and panic. People have lost their minds. It's madness out there, stabbing, tearing clothes of corpse. They see someone important has died. She was screaming. Something's happened at the empty lot in one of the poor districts, can't remember. The birds hit their faces. Met a strange procession near the cemetery in the evening. Obnoxious little town. A sick dog. A little boy caught my sleep, anxious about some mongrel. Is no concert of the bachelor. He should go to the local sawbones. I swore of dealing with animals while I was still doing my residency. Mold. The cruise sprawl has a nasty smell. Do they at least have sewers here? The air has gone black. The factory spews some kind of soot. Olginsky, the owner, should thank the heavens I'm not really a government inspector. Do immortals die? Only if you come to visit them, Dankowski. No need to wait any more time in this dusty little town. There was never any Simon. The Kane family are pompous fools, up to their necks in exoterics. They must have imagined their immortal Simon. The threat is severed. The station is all but dead. No trains are coming. It's like they never did. The immortal man is dead. This whole stupid venture of mine turned out useless. People light bonfires. Some filth creeps down the streets, making the skin of those infected crumble like sand in 5 hours. Never seen anything like it. Everything in the town hall. The local elites are trying to take emergency measures. They don't even have a hospital in this backwater. Ridiculous. A prophet of the Kine family. The Kine lass spews some nonsense about visions and the town's approaching death. Didn't listen. Plague in town. I've never seen such a disease before. This middle of nowhere town is doomed. They don't even have a hospital. It's a trap. Can it be that Simon Kine has never existed? Could he have been invited to loot Bachelor Dankowski to this backwater? And I know why. The sand pest is unique. No one has ever dealt with a disease like this. Conspiracy? It's all as if Simon never existed. The powers that be lured me to this town. They knew what was approaching. They're using me. Tellman, that rat. What is it old Tellman's doing? What is he doing in Tanatica while I'm locked in here? I'm no puppet. They think I have the cure to infection if I'm stuck here with it? I never saw the Hippocratic Oath. The violators of free will. Away. Escape. 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 By any means, at any cost. Okay. The last run. Olginsky's daughter told me that the man who saw Simon Kine last hides in the warehouse. All I can do is go looking for cues. Is cut. The last witness, Stag Rubin, is dead. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. I failed to escape. I was discreetly apprehended in the station. The trap has sprung. Death is one step ahead again. Maria Kaina promised one of her friends would tell me about the town's fate, but all I found were some drunks mourning a corpse. Yeah, this has to be Andrei. No more clues. Everyone who could know anything about Simon Kine's death, or if he hadn't existed at all, is dead. Heel taps of iron boots. They sent in the army. Do they want your death, Dankowski? Or are they really ready to level down this town, this pest house? Yeah, so... interesting that we get the army 2 days earlier. Okay, let's see. The Shavnag steps. The plague is spread across the town. I see things in the infected district, things that are not there. Not saving the people. The plague has burned almost everyone. Science can do nothing about this disease. It can't be stopped. The town clinging to hope. In this lack of thought, lack of power, people listen to the charlatans. They are ignorant, our people. The crazy changeling. But the beatific... Oh, girl who cleans she's a saint is even worse. Haruspex, the butcher. A local dropout, not even a witch doctor, but just a butcher, and still they believe him. Could I do that for Thanatica? So one of the architects of the strange polyhedron tower being questioned. He chose to die rather than relinquish his blueprints. The tower is falling. I can hear the polyhedron kicking. It's going to collapse under its own weight any minute now. The Olginskys have no present. The owners of the town main enterprise are convicted. The Inquisitor is a headsman. Half the town elites in prison. The other hanging on a noose. And things nothing's improved, hangman. He's clicking. The Inquisitor's arrival will solely restore order. No one to count on. The Inquisitor's arrival hasn't saved the town. It has at last broken its spine. Yeah, it's actually interesting that here we have the army arriving earlier. So yeah, we're gonna check on this part. The tower's falling. The entrance is boarded off and it has no problem task. Okay, this was from day one. She stumbled, and she looked at the work of her own hands, and she saw that her life's work meant nothing. Whew. The left hand likes the right. Olginski, the factory owner, doesn't have a hair anymore. Don't know! Judgment without a court. The crazed town didn't forgive the town's judge for failing to keep the order. Jesus, Harold Christ. Yeah, no one's surviving. The reins are loose. All the ruling families are torn apart, broken, plowed over. The time has cast them aside. Town is beheaded. No more rulers, no more heirs. And the inheritance will be gone every day now. The army is bringing in the cannons. The powers that be have already signed the death warrant. Is it your warrant, Dankowski, or is it for the whole town? The reins are loose. Yeah, okay. I have this. Why did I try? Governor Saburov's wife died at the hands of a lousy doctor. Your hands, Dankowski. Whoa! Towers falling again. The polyhedron creaking is going to collapse under its own weight any minute now. Heel taps of iron boots. They sent in the army. Do they want your death, Dankowski? Or do they really want to level the town? This pest house. And yes, this one's it breaks me. 21 grams. Trying to avenge someone. A local woman named Ravel killed the general. The army is mutinous. No stopping the people. Chaos and anarchy rule the town. Eva, the Stillwater's owner, the only ray of sunshine in this odious town, took her own life. What have you done, Dankowski? What have you not? No saving the people. The plague has burned almost everyone. Yeah, science can do nothing. But this disease, it can't be stopped. Crack of gunfire. Drunken army coons shoot whichever way they please. And of course, this towards everyone who's like, yes, Lara killed blog, feminism. Yeah. Which would be like, yeah, Lara doomed the town even more than it has. Actually, the plague triumphant. The sand pest has devoured the whole town. Spasmi mortis. The town's agony nears its final arrest. The plague smites on its ruins. The Mercury Tower tilts, cracks. Death is victorious. Bachelor Dankowski has suffered a disgraceful defeat. The town is dead. The immortal Simon Kine is dead. Bachelor Dankowski is dead, if we equal a man to the work of his life. Interesting. You cannot actually move. Because I wanted to see if... Yeah, and you cannot use anything else other than to talk.
Прошу не путать инспекцию и инквизицию, инспекцию и следствие, следствие и внутреннюю полицию, наконец.
Okay, so, well, why are you looking at me like that? As if you're seeing this for the first time. Facts slipped from their context, twisted into new ones. You know, the worst lie is a partial truth. Alright, let's look at the 5th day. Remember when you seemingly admitted that the vaccine was possible? That you had volunteers brought to you and inoculated them with sandpest? Are you still with me, Dankowski? Look at me in the eye. Are you here? Now, incorrect from the start. Do you stand to provoke me with this preposterous document? What is your call, Inspector? Calm your nerves. The very reason that you're here sitting, here, is so that we may find the truth, isn't it? I won't be intimidated. I'm a doctor, a scientist. Do you hear me? I come back from a hell the phantasm of nightmare could never portray. And I worked there as a doctor. Do you understand? A doctor, not an exterminator or an inquisitor, not a police inspector or an army commander. I am a medical professional. I'm not trying to intimidate you, perish the thought. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted as well. You must have misunderstood me. Enough with that tone. Don't you grow tired of it yourself? Put this on a record that the backwater didn't have a hospital. Understand, it did not have a hospital. They did have a theater, so I repurposed it somewhat into a hospital. I studied patients there. Created a vaccine was the priority. That's what I did. I vaccinated people. You did that each day? Every day? Creating a vaccine isn't as simple as brewing a cup of tea. The disease mutated fast. The scientific community has never seen anything like this. I had to create a vaccine every day. Do you understand? A new one each time. All the time. I had no equipment, no lab. I had to improvise new methods in a matter of minutes. A hospital. You know what? I believe you. But I need more details, facts. And there it is, day 5, in which the bachelor wins up the people and has to rewind. Proceed to open the map. Your current goals are displayed here. Today. 5th day in the town. 3rd one at the hospital. The plague runs rampant. I still hope to find a vaccine, but for now, the quarantine protects people. Ooh, okay. Senor, you are here. Up on the stage once more. The man who made that hospital out of the theater will have its eyes on him aplenty. Do you know what the orderlies behind your back are whispering? No, what are they saying? They say that you have a seesaw in your head. They picture you, a man atop a board, atop a barrel, gun in hand, aiming as you roll and that the thumb throw. A seesaw inside my head. Maybe the rumors have a little truth to them. Extreme, senor. Extremes can kill you dead. One moment mirrored in apathy, the next in mania. Trying to do everything all at once. You're caught between your pounding heart and your 2 hesitating feet. A man of impulse, yet sometimes paralyzed. That, there, is your seesaw. Fair enough criticism. But how else could it be? As we stand there in the old theater, let me play the doctor and prescribe balance, the golden mean, that you may be swept to Scylla or to Charybdis. And even now, what do you feel? As soon as you approach the sick, indifference and gloom begins to burn on you. Yes, I feel as though I'm already exhausted, already anticipating failure. The thought alone drains my strength. The strongest treatment is right here, the same we used to numb the hopeless sick. The drugs might work for you, but mind that as you take them, you become accustomed to them, and you need more and more each time. Oh no, I missed that the first time I went through all this, but now I get it. Isn't that an extreme measure? There are always, as well, a drink and smoke, perhaps. Things you may not expect can stabilize you, to warm yourself by the fire, or wash yourself in cold water, even kicking a transmitting frustration. You will know what helps you best. You're a scientist, so experiment. Quite an experiment, measuring the psychological effect of kicking cans. I will be sure to report my findings to the capital. And yet it wouldn't hurt to take some pills with you. Who knows what madness lies ahead? Take something from the hospital's supplies. Besides the other fronts you struggle on, there's the struggle with yourself, senor. What could be harder? You could just have just said curate, medice curate ipsum. Seesaw in the head. The mind oscillates between 2 states, apathy and mania. So we have a tutorial. Thank goodness. Apathy. Overwhelming exhaustion constantly pulls me into it. In apathy, the time distorts, movement slows, and amalgam fades. Mania. I've had mania. The brain is overloaded, movement speed increases, but health deteriorates. More mania means stronger effects. Balance. Many objects affect the state of mind. They can be supported in concentration mode. Okay. You think you're seeing something terrifying. It's always just people in masks. They are just people in masks. They pass for curse if it were a tragedy, but it's all vaudeville. Is there even a reason? Talking apathy.
Странно, но терпимо.
I mean, Sava Krameni, it's number 72. I'm an orderly on quarantine duty. What are your instructions? Sava Krameni, 72 in quarantine. Sounds familiar. What were you doing yesterday? We cleared out this place like you ordered. Remember the size of the crowd that showed up yesterday? You said hospitals for the doctors, not the sick. No, this won't do. Allow me to correct you. I said we needed space to work. I said the sick ward was going to be at the station now, and this place would be a research facility. That's what I said. Basically, those who have the sun pest are beyond help. They're supposed to go to the general sick ward at the station to die. You had us give them morphine, laudanum, lead, and whatever else eases their pain. And the patients who wanted us to bring here were the rare ones who hadn't died within 5 hours and couldn't even still walk. That is correct. They're the ones we're going to work with. Marat Tikalkin, numbers 28. Started my shift at 10. What's your plan for today, doctor? The vaccine, obviously. We were successful yesterday and the day before. Therefore, today's plan remains the same. We've been catching those lungs as you instructed. You know, the rare cases where they get infected but resist the sun pest for a long time. We got 3 again for today. Over here on the platform, the stage. Just 3. Shame. Well, at least we'll be done quickly. Doctor, last night we had a chat among ourselves and there's something we don't get. What's like the point of figuring out what those lungs are sick with beside the sun pest? They're gonna die either way. How does it help us if we figure out that we also have anemia or, I don't know, measles? On top of the earthen plague, I mean. To make this as simple as possible, the budget wages war. Whenever there's a disease, it sends its soldiers into battle. Sometimes those soldiers help fight other diseases along the way, including undiagnosed ones. Yeah. I'm here to raise a collective complaint, Doctor. These cloaks, they are very uncomfortable here. They make it hard to use your hands. You can see a damn thing through the mask. On top of that, we have to burn them every night because each time we come from an infected area... For starters, introduce yourself properly. Judas Maccabeus, no number. I'm not some item you can use. Yeah, sorry, I have to... I did not click that the first time, but I have to click because Shakespeare was silly. That which we called a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Okay. Hospital. Patients might be questioned, examined, and the symptoms recorded in the casebook. Hey, look at you! Didn't check on something.
Кипит, трещит, скрипит. Хватит. Черт бы их побрал.
Much better. Get to work, snap out of it, you're an embarrassment. But isn't in here? There's something in here, right? There's... You... Okay. Loot. Okay, nothing to loot here.
Как будто вещи живут.
Okay. So yeah, we've got an achievement. I didn't know where they were. Son of a local medicine man, medical school dropout, Artemi Burach, but his hands are gentle. Yeah!
Воля сделает любой выбор правильным. Это так.
It's a tuck. It looks broken, Erdem. It's not broken, you just do not know how to use it. Made any major advances of that vaccine of yours, Soinon? They say precision instrument help with that kind of thing. Major enough. As a matter of fact, I believe that this work will be decisive. In our situation, every day is decisive, but so far, the days, not we, have been making all the decisions. What's with the pessimism? Did you pick that up from me? I've done the absurdities to you already. Numbers 1 and 3 had gunk in their lungs. Number 2 had it in their bronchia. Are you saying it's pulmonary now? I'm not saying it's anything. I do the cutting, you do the thinking, right? I have my own storyline when I'm going to do what I deem right, and you'll have all the smart part to play. What a bombastic way to put it, but remember that, and drop by your storyline sometime. Though I doubt it would be useful. Could it be yesterday's technique has proven to be the right one? As your assistant, it's my duty to inform you that the recipients of yesterday's vaccine, there appears to be zero mortality. That is to say, no notifications so far. That doesn't really tell us anything yet, but let's assume that some of them have avoided the infection. While you were away, I tried my hand diagnosing using your procedure. Did you? I'm intrigued. So... I noted down symptoms using your approach. I crossed off illnesses based on the principle of impossible combinations, but I didn't really get anywhere. You know, sometimes I try to think like you do. I give my best try at that. I do this so I can understand you just a little. And I fail every time. The way your heads work is a complete mystery to me. Do you have the nemesis? What does that word mean? Could you remind me? I don't think I recall it. I said again, getting the patient's medical history of nemesis is your first priority. There are strictly 3 steps. Step 1, interviewing the patients. It always comes first. No matter how tongue-tied or confused they are, no matter how much they get wrong, the information is priceless. Even if they are straight up lying, it's still important. Just like you were an investigator or a detective. Yes, you were somehow managing to learn useful things even from their lies, but I have no idea how. Step 2, the exam. This part requires your utmost attention, and when we take note of anything suspicious, we do it in the context of the patient has told us. Any trifling body detail, a scratch, a bruise, a birthmark, may turn out to be important. Still, this requires experience. Everyone is built different. Step 3. If required, a careful inspection of the surroundings the patient lived in, especially when you feel they're being coy, evasive, hiding something, in a word, lying. Reticence is never without a reason. That's when it becomes a good idea to go and inspect their home. Talk to their neighbors and family. It always adds to the picture. Do you understand? And it takes loads of time and effort, and you keep saying you don't have a minute to waste. I'll show you. Observe and memorize. I won't be around forever. I'm healthy. Just so you know, I don't have anything. Why did it bring you here then? I had fever, that's why. 2 days of it for no reason. But I'm better now, and I had no scratches in my skin, no yellowing, no sandpaper scratches, no drought of the mouth. You're certain... Okay, what circumstances preceded this fever? Our house was cleared out after the infection came. People were sent wherever there was a space. Comfort is a luxury right now. Some were lucky and ended up in an empty living room. Some got an attic or a cellar. Us, we were put in a boiler room. When it reached our street, they rounded up the whole caboodle of us to the isolation ward. A boiler room, you said? Was it turned on? Of course, the air was so stuffy in there, but there was a silver lining. No sickness can survive that hellfire. Convincing, but I still need to examine you. Please undress there behind the screen. Physical exam. The patient must be examined and the symptoms added to the casebook. Open the casebook with N. This can also be done during the examination. Very pale skin. Rarely leaves her home. Not much time in the sun. Hematoma. Maybe she bumped into something. Maybe it's a symptom. I should ask where the bruise came from. Casebook. First, select the patient's suspected symptoms. Some symptoms may be incorrect. Okay. We need to find fever. Fever. And she smokes. Okay. At the very least we have this. Nothing more. But yeah, I should add the hematoma and the pallor. There it is. And now we talk to her. You done with the exam, doctor? Can I go now? Absolutely not. An examination with no questions asked can only happen at the morgue. I told you everything the last time, but if you say so, you're the doctor. Allow me to call my assistant in. I'll use your example to show him how to proceed during an appointment. You call, Mr. Dankowski? Here I'm ready to heed. So, Mr. Little, we have a patient here. She's claiming to be in good health, despite having a fever a few days ago. Do you take her word for it? Well, if she's had a fever, there must be a reason for it, so we have to find it. Remember this, a patient's self-evaluation may be incorrect. That's why you must ask specific questions around the symptoms, about what's come up during the exam, and about the patient's circumstances and daily life. I think I get it in theory. God knows how it plays out in practice. I'll demonstrate. I'll self-alert, Mr. Little. I won't be around forever. The patient is running a temperature, in other words, a fever. Open my case for look up fever and tell me how many conditions is listed as a symptom of. Influenza, burning fever, consumption, measles, tularemia. Can't even read the one after that. I'm so tongue-tired. Jeez, there's so many of them. 8 diagnoses fill the bill. It's a frequent symptom, which means that you have to find the others that narrow down the search, then do it again and again until you're left with just one verdict. This, Mr. Little, is what is known as differential diagnosis. The name is self-explanatory. We differentiate between similar things to find the only correct solution to our problem. I can't wait to give the method a try. Let's get down to it then. You look pale, madam. Has your skin been like this since birth, or is this pallor recent? It's not like it to look in the mirror a lot, living in a boiler room and all, but I don't think I've ever been pale. Rich do-nothings are pale. Me, I'm a commoner. So pallor isn't typical for you. We're marking that as a symptom. Mr. Little, add pallor to the fever in that record. What do we get? A mere 2 conditions, down from 8. It's like magic. A single system, pallor, eliminated 6 out of our 8 candidates. We are left without a choice of just 2. Where did this hematoma come from, my good lady? I mean, the bruise over here, next to your wrist. Did you bump into anything? Or is it that someone who batters you? Don't worry. There's nothing to be embarrassed of when seeking a doctor. I'm not embarrassed. A bruise? Well, that's news to me. I've never seen it before. And I can't remember anything like that you're talking about. I certainly wasn't beaten up. I must have bumped into something and forgotten about it with all the fuss. The boiler room is dark and cramped. That's probably where the bruise is from. Mr. Dankowski, I've seen this hematoma, this fancy bruise on your list. Are you with us, Mr. Little? Pay attention. She doesn't remember how she got the bruise. She can only guess. The manual provides some more detailed descriptions of the illness for a situation like this, what causes it, who's susceptible, etc. It can give you useful clues. I'm familiar with the susceptible means, the high-risk groups, right? Practicing medicine takes more than checking symptoms against a list with a schoolboy's diligence. You have to bring your memory and your reasoning into it. Here's one way to do it. Tell me, my good lady, do you garden? Do you grow anything? Anything at all? From roses to cucumbers? Cucumbers? Roses? I'm not fooling you at all, doctor. No, I'm not like digging and shoveling with earth and all that. And yeah, not mentioning the taboo. There, earth. Does the boiler room you've been relocated to has an earthen floor by any chance? That's right, it does have an earthen floor. The boiler room isn't really suited for living, but in these times, I'd be ungrateful to complain. How did you guess, doctor, about the earthen floor? So, why do we need that little detail? What does the floor matter of all things? It's simple. All kinds of things can be found in your local soils, including microorganisms capable of disrupting circulations. Hence the pallor. The bruises were not caused by trauma. And hematoma appears when blood vessel walls are damaged, either by an external force or, in this case, an illness. And the infection can be extracted from contact with earth. I found our diagnosis. You're a genius, Mr. Dankowski. We're lucky to have a simple and clear case on our hands. I can foresee it's going to get worse from here. Oh, damn it. What about me, doctor? Where I am to go now? What happens next? You will remain here until under observation. Your blood will be used for vaccine. I hope that everyone can benefit from this. Okay. So, first of today's patients, Billy is healthy but feeling well proves nothing on its own. Physical exam done. I need to write the results on the case and discuss it with the patient. Time to diagnosis. Patients that already brought me 3 more people in. Their diagnoses are closer to me, get me closer to creating a vaccine. And I am they are terminally ill and I am terminally exhausted. But studying their current diseases might lead to a vaccine for the plague. No. No, never mind. Okay, casebook. Making a diagnosis. Select all relevant symptoms and choose a diagnosis. So, we have it. And as we can see, it is anemic vasculopathy. Which is an infectious disease caused by microorganisms from steppe soil entering the bloodstream. Cases of airborne transmissions are also reported, but require confirmation. The infection leads to anemia, which can manifest as a patient pallor, muscle weakness, and weight loss. Occasionally, patients may experience localized bleeding and hematomas. Acute cases display burst capillaries on the eyes and have fever. Risk groups: present problem, grave, deers, and various types of people working with soil. There we are. And now we talk. Okay, no. So yeah, we have to. And now, and we open the casebook and we lock that in. It's locked. Diagnose, ugly hair, off to the next patient. Second patient, keeps the opus down on his own. Exceptional awareness. Are you gonna burn me? Where did you get that idea? It's not exactly a secret. The whole thing is like putting out a wildfire. If someone's house is under suspicion, it's torched. If someone sneezes, the entire district is sealed off. Sick and healthy folks alike. And when there's doubt about a healthy person, it's the isolation ward. Then those who have the samples are marched off and burned. What were your ailments before the epidemic broke out? I didn't have anything. Constitution of an ox. Really? None? A cold, maybe? Weak spells, fainting, rashes or mottled vision, or the occasional itch. Mr. Tiny here told me that I could be useful to you. Before I died, that is. Said that you will find something inside me that slows the pest down. So go ahead, find it. What do you need? Do you want to draw some blood from me? Alright then. Where did they bring you in from? I walk here, from home. Got it from my neighbors. Knew it as soon as the skin on my chest started peeling away, so I waited a day. The neighbors screamed stopped in the middle of the night. I went to check on them in the morning, and they were all dead. Me, though, I was alive and walking, and now I'm here. What do you need to know that, doctor? It might come in useful. What's your vocation? I'm a dyer. Been breathing in poison for 5 years now. One day it's red, the next is blue, then yellow. Could that be why the fever of yours doesn't do me anything? That's not very likely. Take off your clothes and let's do an examination. That pale skin he mentioned, unlikely to be the stone disease, most likely eczema. Herbet's too fast, but that could be a personal trait. Now this is interesting. His skin has yellowed. Something wrong with the liver? Okay, no, not that I think. Well, Have you sorted it out, Doctor? Will I be useful in your remedies? My vaccine is something I'm working on, and please allow me to ask a couple of clarifying questions so I can be certain of the diagnosis. It's the plague, of course. The stampest thing, isn't it? Yeah, the plague, yes, but there's another condition that's prolonging your life. You said it yourself. Your neighbors didn't survive the night, but you're still holding up admirably. Well, blow me down. 2 is making me healthier than I had only one, but you know best, Doctor. What did you want to question me, right? Question all you want. You complained that the skin on your chest was peeling. It was there, right? On the very middle. I knew right away that the skin does nasty when you're plagued, right? Still no idea. Let's leave your peeling skin for now. Ready to talk about something else? Ready for anything? Let me take another look at you. I might have overlooked something. Oh, okay. Yeah, we open the casebook. And now. Okay. I have more questions for you. Are you ready to answer? It's not like I'm late for something. Ask away. Complain that the skin... Oh, okay. Skin on your foot is yellowing. Your conditions could have this. Have you ever noticed anything like that? Yellowing? On my foot? That's dye, Doctor. I'm a dyer. Top spilled once. Here's the burn. It's old and it's healed over time. It's smaller and paler than before. Yakov, little! Where's he when he's needed? He should see a symptom disprove it. He's always putting all sorts of things into the chart, then diagnosing every disease in the world. Is all that? Or have you more questions? You complained that the skin on your chest was peeling. It was there, right? On the very middle, and you right away. Yeah, it's the same. Give me a hand, please. I'll take your pulse. I believe you're... I've noticed your heart behaving erratically. It's too fast. Began running fast no long ago, Doctor. I can hear it myself, thrashing like it's caught in a snare. Too fast indeed. So what now? It's all clear? Your pulse and the eczema together give me a clear picture, yes. Finally. I was afraid I just kicked the bucket without helping any science. You'll help. Okay. So yeah, the yellowing of the skin out. Oh, which reminds me. Nah, it has nothing to loot. Okay. Okay, so... Diagnose, another verdict pronounced. One last patient remaining today. I guarded the dormitory, the factory shelter, locked before the epidemic. I should ask what's happening there while I meditate. And that's the story of my life, and time's up to the present moment. But what do you need all these details from me? I have hours worth of talking, and it always beside the point. I know you'd be interested to know that the samples can get me, because I certainly find the fact interesting. I didn't say amazing. Nothing you told me was beside the point. Everything was important, especially your chickenpox at age 6. Are you sure you're not overstating my importance, Doc? No, I'd rather you not call me Doc. Well, right, Orginsky caught the termitary shot, and you've been gardening for, is it 6 days? Since Tuesday. This is the third time you've asking me. May I ask why you distrust me so? You said the termiters had been shut down in order to shield its residents from infection. Does that mean that they knew there would be an epidemic? Who knows? At first, they said there's been a blowout of some kind of sweet shoot. It settled on the walls later. Looked like the mold. Well, the king was worried. They're like bees now that they respond to him, to things. Soon one makes a noise, the rest are young quiet as well. There was a mighty bias in the hive, perhaps on account of the poisonous root. Conditions are tough in the cannery, you know. What's going on in there now? They're shouting, lots of clamor, a nasty kind of clamor too. It's what you'd expect. They're not having a great time stuck there like pickles in a jar. No regular meals, not enough drink to go round either. This place is, after all, a poorhouse. Our fat man treats his people like cattle. Getting through the day is a struggle. Small wonder they're slamming into walls. If it was up to me. The Alginskis call them wars, don't they? The venerable blood described your primordial kin as being essentially beasts. You can't look up a living creature against his will. It's how you turn people into proper beasts. But try so much as hinting that to our Alginski gentlemen. They're dead dragon power. It used to be alright working with them, but now I can't stand those guardsmen. Alright, let me ask you this then. What time of the day do you feel worse than usual? All the time. I used to be as hard as a woodbranger, but now I have trouble even standing for long as I get drowsy. My knees give out. It's embarrassing. I feel like I'm falling everywhere. Have you been easily fatigued like this for a long time? I don't have a great interest in my personal doctor. Got enough people to spend my attention on it as it is. But I have trouble doing my job because of this. It's a rocked man's job. Disrupt, down to your undergarments, my poor guardsman. I'm going to examine you. And since you're so preoccupied with my work as a security guard, here's my advice to you. Doctor, you're being too heavy-handed. This lockdown of yours is making people seethe. And a cauldron can only sit for so long before the lid flies off, even if you screw it down. We are in the middle of an epidemic. The current is a necessary measure. Strange redness, a rash, bites, something else. There are red spots in his face too. The veins are definitely managed. The question is how old is the damage? Not all symptoms have been selected. Okay. Carefully examine the patient, select the missing symptoms in the casebook, and ask the patient about them. Yeah, I forgot. Weakness. Okay. Allow me to examine you again. Redness and the veins. Second patient interview. You've noticed symptoms you can ask the patient about. No, thank goodness. Let me go, will you, doctor? I don't understand this commotion about me. What makes me so special? Besides, I've got work to do. Work? I'm sorry, but you're going to have to forget about your work for now. You must remain at the hospital. I used to ward locked up people and now being locked up myself. That's life for you, isn't it? It's a kind of joke-like place. It's not the same. Just give me a second. Yeah, kiddos, always have your water. Damn, it's so much better. It's not the same. Frankly, I don't see the point of the termitary lockdown. It's aspiration from the Algiskis. Meanwhile, here you can serve the common good through the vaccine. Oh, I was just musing to myself. What do you want me to do? Do I need to give blood or maybe take a pill? Before we go to blood and pills, there will be questions. Are you ready to answer a few? I told you my entire life story, doctor, and you still want more. Ask away, then. How long have you had those red spots on your skin? Never had clear skin, me. It's not a clear skin life over there. Although let me think. Actually, yeah, those spots you're pointing out are right new. Still, you hadn't noticed them yourself. Well, I suppose that's asking for too much for a worn-down seeking commoner. No, so I'm keeping red and assassinate on your record. This narrows it down to 4 possible diagnoses. That's that you're mutating, doctor. The veins on your legs don't look very healthy. Have you noticed that before? My legs? That away from all the time I spend standing up. It's my job as a security guard. 16 hours of standing every day, and Alkinski won't spread a stool for us to sit down. Says it's not the proper way. Bad for discipline. The way they run the meat processing place is quite something. They treat people like cattle. You're quite lost in thought, doctor. Am I really that complicated? Can't wrap my head around little me being at the center of this brouhaha. There's a symptom that fits the description, but it mostly affects drunks. So I'd like to ask you, good sir, do you consume alcohol? Do you do it on a regular basis? In what quantities? A quantity best described as, God forbid. In my line of work, you must be alert. Some basis hasn't been regular since last year. Quite the contrary. I've been abstaining. Can't stand a drinker myself. Are you being honest with me? This is a crucial question. No one to evade. No, I can't in good conscience put my stamp on a diagnosis. I don't. Well, allow me to examine you again. Okay, so no. Vein damage is out. Skin redness is in, but now wait here and he'll be back soon. Is this allowing me? Okay. No, I can't in cautious put my stamp on a diagnosis. I don't have enough information, not without home inspection or numerous testimonies. I'm going to your house, sir. My house? Why on earth, doctor? I cannot stand talking to me, filling me up from head to toe, collecting my blood, but searching my home like I'm some bandit. What did I do wrong? You're not the fool at all. If anyone's to be blamed here, it's me, for not spotting enough symptoms for definite diagnosis. Well, don't know what I expected from a man of medicine. Going off to break into my house, imagine that. Don't worry, I won't touch anything, I just need a look around. To understand Philip's illness, I will have to understand his life. So now, We have to go. Time to take a walk. Difficult case. The diagnosis was almost clear, but the patient denied the symptom. Need to visit his home to find out. I'm so sick of it all. Don't you even know, Danko? Don't you even know?
Живое. Какое все живое.
Oh, by the way, I did not see relocation doses of opinions of man of the people in the worst sense. That had to admit I'm not always fair to him. Yeah, this one I am doing so much better. Now. People in masks. People in masks? People in masks? Yeah, that's how they dress around here. The locals don't even turn their heads. I suppose our big city ways would seem just as wild to them. Uherne bajagu menderdem. Amaha. Meteneuge karahib. He wishes you many years of life, Erdem. The books I vaccinated yesterday, have you brought them? She yamaret na debi she budhana kanal. Amaha. The bulls were stolen, Erdem. Helish taranda buhani hot by hataboloho. Or maybe your bulls perished even. Mother Bodo knows where. So have they died or have they been stolen? You're disassembling, stop it. Wohara. Iya shanuna Erdem. Look, I'll return in an hour, and if they're not here... Oh, okay. And I'm sorry, but I need to kick a trash can. Because there's like district exit. Delete the district fine artists with cloaks.
Лучше бы не слышать.
It works, it works, it works. Let's go. Navigate in the town. To plot a route, select a district name or marker where I want to go. And I technically want to go here, so... I select it and here we go. Dangerous district. Dangerous districts require attention. They cannot be traversed using the map. You'll have to find an arch with a clock that isn't blocked. And here's Clara. That...
Сердце болит, как будто иголка тупая в сердце торчит.
Listen to me, Bachelor. Please just set our differences aside. They're accusing me of being the same place itself. Once I learned that you woke up on the eve of an epidemic in an empty grave with no memory, you seem the perfect candidate for patient zero. Don't you laugh at me. You know I'd be helping you. We're in this together, working towards one goal. We're just different, so we do it each in our own ways, however we can. You deal in prayers and mesmerism. What other medieval remedies do you have? Celandine, good kidneys? While we're at it, how are you spreading it? That wasn't me. Not me, my double, my twin sister. I didn't know. I've told you, and I've had respects of yours too. He didn't believe me for some reason, even though he did see us two together. And yet the plague follows you wherever you go, and that's a fact. It's the other way around. I just feel what the infection will erupt next, and I go there to help. Please, you have to believe me. I'm tired of these ridiculous games. You're a big girl, Clara. It's time to answer for what you've done. If anyone, it's she who's ruining my reputation, my twin sister. She must be somewhere. Try looking around. You may be able to catch her. Would you believe me then? No one has ever seen the two of you together, or not even Burak, and neither will I. But now I know that technically the Clara's twin is in here, and I might be able to find her, because we do get an achievement for that. Those Portevers looters, they just keep coming today. There was a rumor that an out-of-town bandit who was packing firepower had been getting busy here, until suddenly he wasn't anymore. Can shoot the sandpest, you know. But everyone fancies a firearm those days, so they're flocking to these mortal remains like monster of late. Did you lot find him, the fellow with the gun? Why bother finding that scum? He's lying around here somewhere, waiting to be collected. We're cutting out on our plate right now with these would-be scavengers. No time for revolvers at all. Do you want extra patrolmen here? We're managing for now. Those both had a little ammo then, and some people for the odds and then. One who has stuffed his napkin full of tea and spoons. Probably never seen real silver in his life. Everything of value has been sent to a town hall. We've kept the ammo. Right, hand over that ammo, every last round. Will do. Laying out this moss here was a good call. Perhaps other hopefuls will get the message. Oh, okay. So, 4 pockets. Consumables can be kept within reach. Quickly use these pocketed items. Oh, yes, I'm noting that down. Because I didn't the first time and I was like, nope. Okay. Z X C V. Okay. Now we have it. Okay. Space. Strychnine is going to here. Tobacco is going here. Healing poultice is going here. And Valerian is going here just in case. So now let's our prototype. The black focuses danger. 1 to equip the prototype. There we go. Oh, nice. Excellent.
Dankovsky.
Okay. Launch charge. Hold left to charge the prototype, release and after the pendulum stops. Nope. God fucking damn it. Okay, never mind. The infected. The ones lying on the ground cannot be saved, only relieved or suffering. If I held them in the passage from this world, I can take their time for myself. Examination. Euthanasia. It requires administering sedatives to the dying, the same substances I could use to calm my young man. The correct dose must be administered. Injected drugs hit the cursor along the gauge. You must land within the highlighted zone before the dying person's heartbeat spikes. Overdosing will amplify suffering, and I must alleviate it. Oh shit, okay. So. Is this not, nah, this shit's not working. Okay. Death. I failed to use the patient's deathbed and I didn't to the suffering. Okay, there was an attempt. By the way, I'm gonna check on something, and this something is Amalgam. Allows you to revisit another day and alter its event. Acquire 2 successful euthanasia and breaking mirrors. Is there a mirror in here? Oh shit, this does indeed show me that I didn't understand shit. It's fascinating. I didn't, I mean, in my first damn it. Damn it, please, 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 please. Danko, 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 you can do this. And now. Yeah, we're gonna use it. Yeah. We're healed. Okay, okay, okay. What the fuck could...
Как сверлом по вискам.
Okay, this one's dead. Okay, let's be sure we cannot... Nope, this one's dead. Yeah, I definitely did not find... Yeah.
Кипит, трещит, скрипит.
There she is! Oh, no, lies. She isn't here.
И так голова трещит.
I'm trying to find the changeling, so the other changeling, I mean. So that's why I'm spending a bit more time than usual in here. Because maybe she's... Yeah, I also cannot find her, so... Yeah, no, nothing here, nothing here.
В Танатике было тихо.
No, shit. Ah. Damn it. Okay, just give me a second. Now. Need to turn this way. Okay. And now... No. Yeah, let's go. Because we're gonna end up running out of time, mostly out of my Atterdam battery. Bless. We are back. And now... Yeah, we're gonna... And now remember...
Пустота хуже воровства.
Okay, give me a second. Yeah, we're pretty close. Yeah, we're in here. Two patients turned over to the system. The third one is a tough nut to crack. A little investigation is needed to clarify his diagnosis. Yeah. You just mopped the floor and now you're walking all over it. It took us to scrub clean, you know. Apologies, I'm not very good at walking in a handstand. My legs always veer off to the left for some reason. Stop with that clowning, will you? First he's turning to the bathroom upside down. But only are only one for all in this apartment. People wash their kids here and take their own baths on Tuesday and Thursdays. They keep it clean. And now there's you with your remarks. Bet you're Apollo Philat, aren't you? Philat is in the hospital now. He's under observation. I'm here to find out how he was sick. So Philat's in the hospital. Perhaps that's for the best. Have you been living in the same house for long? Do you know him well? We've known each other since we were kids. He was like a brother to my husband. I helped him out his whole life, with cleaning and cooking and whatnot. He was a loner with no one to take care of him, and it wasn't too much trouble for me. We were neighbors, after all, and friends. Peanut was lucky to have you. At this rate, I'll soon start to envy people who live in these small towns where everyone knows everyone. We drifted apart a little as time went on, but he used to always thank me. Then one day it was like, bam, he forgot everything, never said a word anymore. Scott brought me to his apartment. I saw no hello, no goodbye, but he sure showed this bathroom who's boss. So this sort of frenzied rage isn't typical of Philat. He's never trashed anything before and was well behaved. What kind of person is this typical office and is a guest? You often get this with drunks. One moment he sits there quietly and then he's delirious all of a sudden. With all this ruckus and mess, at least he didn't punch anyone out. Has he been a drunk for long? Was this his first delirium tremens episode? Or has he had them before? He didn't drink before, but go ahead and look out that window. This town's falling to pieces. It's enough to make a saint start drinking. It's like people have gone crazy. Some grabbed a bottle, some grabbed a knife. It's hard to stay human. Everyone's inner peace is looking to break out. So you know for certain that Philat trashed the place in a drunken haze. Or is it that just what you're assuming? Well, what do you think happened? He didn't just trash the shared bathroom. He was sick all over it. This whole place was a mess. I thought I'd never get it clean. Do you know what it's like to mop out someone else's vomit? How would a smart dresser like you know that, eh? Philat vomited. That's what matters. It's a symptom that hasn't been noted before. Have you figured out everything you needed? I'd like to finish up with the cleaning here. The kids from downstairs will be here soon to wash their hands before eating. They'll be better off if they don't see this mess. Just a minute, is there anything you can Tell me about the Philat. Do you happen to know if any illnesses he's had in the past? Chronic or acute, whatever you can remember. No, that man was never sick. Strong and tough as a cart horse. And I mean, I could easily imagine him pulling an actual cart. That's why they hired him to guard Olginski mid-cannery back in the day. You two talked more often at the time, right? If you ask me, Philat may be built for the job, but it is not a job for him. The cemetery needs security to make sure the steppe brutes aren't beating our town. But he was getting too sentimental about them. That's why he and I fell out. We argued about whether worms or herbites were our equals. Some security guard. An opinion like that doesn't paint you in a good light. But your neighbor, on the other hand, sounds like a man with a conscience. What a thing to say. Stop trying to confuse me. I don't have the time to pick your philosophizing apart anyway. I have a bathroom to finish cleaning. Philat got into philosophizing too, and he both destroyed our friendship and made him an alcoholic. There's no good in that. Can we go back to his drinking once more? Your delirium hypothesis is logical, but it's only a conjecture. In fact, his denial of drinking habits sounded very sincere to me. Who wants to confess to something shameful like that? The thing is, lifelong sots are proud of it, and it's the new-made ones who are ashamed. I hope he's ashamed. It's anyone darn guess if he is. It's like he's become a completely different man. For I know, he's lost all sense of himself at this point, gone completely off his rockers. Off his rocker? There's something new again. Are you just talking about the bathroom incident, or is there any other evidence that he's off his rocker? He has episodes, you know. Before he tries the bathroom, I hear his muttering coming from behind his door every night, and he lives alone, no family, and no one visits him. My husband and I used to be his only friends. Why didn't you say that away? You seem like a smart woman, but even you make getting this information feel like pulling teeth. This changes the picture completely. And you? Why didn't you take your shoes off right away when you walked in? Because you didn't think of it. Neither did I with the muttering. Have I told you everything now? I have my limits, you know. Mopping floors is hard enough, but man-mouthing a former friend is harder. I'm sorry for the poor dummy. Where's Philat's room? I'd like to take a look before I go, after all. It's further than the hallway. Here's the key. I've got to work to do. Been breaking my back for half a day here. And whose fault is it? A fool who's also drunk now. Poor soul. You've been very helpful. Now we have the key. Just Philat's neighbor. They used to be friends. Okay. Nothing else in here. He destroyed the bathroom. I suppose Philat had a bout of drunken aggression. He used to be quiet and unbothersome. Is it delirium tremens after all? Oh! Who in the world is it? A son, a neighbor's son, a thief? Or the hallucination? He can tell me more. Who would eat it? Even rats would probably be disgusted. Dinner leftovers. Oh, food in this state is usually thrown in the trash. Rotten, smells horrible. Ah. Yeah, this is... okay, it's the same. Wet rags on the bed? Oh, used to put them in his forehead. No label on the pills. Can tell what they are from the appearance. Philat took them. Did he know he was sick? Okay. I have the key. I can finally inspect Philat's living quarters. Signed by Naerdem. Well, this is news. The neighbor told me Philat lived alone. Vishila Garga Beharab, you're angry. She Yunde Hereshe? I have no idea what you're saying. Hello, Erdem, I said. Why have you come? Alright, are them what you call scientists, right? I don't know where to go. Pathologic, don't kid me out, are them. Are you Philat's son? You don't look much like him. Not going back to the Warren. Oh, you must be from the dormitory. You're who... just who I need. You people call it a dormitory. I haven't heard any. You smell like danger. Bullish, spiritualish. Go your own way. Will you tell me what's in there then? In detail, please. People are there, Katange. What else do you want? We live there. How did you get past the guards? I'll tell you. Just let me go. There's a claw hole in the warren. A high Philat watches it. Help me go around the angry guards. Terena Mayra Barba. Why didn't you just let me guess, love struck, or did you break your code of laws? Have you people... No, I cannot... Yeah, I mean... Just the way I tend to play the characters, of course, it's always... how could you say, influenced by my 21st century worldviews, but I cannot say that. I feel that seems like a silly fellow himself. How much did he charge you for his help? But then, sweetheart, had I a good give? What? I feel that took in shelter. So no one sees, no one returns me to the warren. Be hodo by the hood have. Talk quietly, Sylvia no hon fashion, so no one hears. You're going to have it hard without your guardian. What's a high feel at? You Molohov, how is he? Finally, some sensible talk. He's in the hospital. He's ill. I'm a doctor, and I need to find out what he is ill with. Will you help me? I will. Nanda de Hela Inter. I feel like sickens. I saw it. He sickens. I don't believe I find anything else in this abode. I'm no detective after all. But now we must discuss my findings. Are you ready, Philat's hallucination? I feel that's not crazy. Don't joke about this, Erdem. Does Philat drink? Vodka, wine, and those step infusions of yours? At first glance, I can see a single bottle. Not a drop. Stick to himself. Doesn't allow me neither. Hadin Shenki Hato. So the neighbor was mistaken after all. Perhaps she wanted to be mistaken out of spite. The reason doesn't really matter. Though, what matters is that he wasn't drinking. How else can I help? Save a high filater them. Besha soon up. I found some pills, medicine. What are these? Who was taking them? We don't use this in the steppe. Bebata behiar metehun. A high filat said that these are so the head doesn't ache. Another symptom, good. His head hurt. Tere soboho. These rags on the bed look like they were used in a compress to bind something cold or hot over an injury. Do you know anything about that? I do. In the hand and I held her. I feel it was hot, tossed and turned. I put cold on him. So he had a fever, and he didn't mention it during the interview. Hugh? I worry for him. There's something rotten on the table. Did you eat it? Is this what made Philat vomit? Hungry. We need it. Minkeugu. I feel it's not rich. Bull's blood pays the guard so little. Haru. Was enough for one. Not enough with me. At 2 feet too. I feel it walked. Looked for cheap food. They cheated. Sold rottens. No food. I can understand the difficulty of their situation. Noble deeds come with a cost. Boy, if that isn't the theme of this game. This is scary, Erdem. But I have never thought to eat a rot. Even a high filat for bait. Then this hunger came. Crazy lad. Like, yes at him. Grabbed everything, gobbled everything. I took away it. He told him bad, rotten, will hurt. He didn't listen, like possessed by some hungry beast. And you never noticed such indiscriminating behavior before. Changing feeding pattern is certainly telling. Never saw a man with bad food like that. In a second tie. Some eyes, headache, fever, hunger, and the vomiting. Fatigue and skin reddening. The veins are ruled out, but what happened in the bathroom? The neighbor says Philat drunkenly. No, he doesn't drink. Urtaya Heller. He had eaten bad food. He couldn't keep it down. Didn't want to make a mess in here, so he went there where he could do it. And then, behind, water's there. We're washing. I Philat said water scared him. Heard the dripping, went crazy. Can a man be scared of water, Erdem? Yeah, his life. Got scared of water of no apparent reason and went thirst the bathroom. This is an extremely rare symptom. I should sort it all out. Okay. So we have it, bulimia, headache, and the fever. What's the fever? So where you are? Fever. So we have it. It should be nephropathy epidemica. A disease caused by the group of viruses varying with the epidemic focus. Humans contract the virus from animals and their waste. The disease begins acutely with fever, rapid heartbeat, nausea, and or vomiting, accompanied by headache and photophobia. After 3 days, a rash appears on the skin and facial flushing becomes evident. The disease causes internal bleeding, leading to patients' death. Risk groups: people in contact with animals, rural residents. So now we talk to the boy. Oh, by the way, did I check here? Okay, yeah, nothing in here anymore. Philat has to live like this, eating rotten scraps to save the boy. But the food is the only one can buy for cheap. Philat can support two, but Philat's craving was so strong, he ate all these scraps anyway. The boy says the help with the headache, but Philat didn't mention headache. Stoics make the worst patients. The step people are well aware of compresses. The boy tried to break Philat's fever however he could. Well done, boy. Okay. So now.
Не хочу это слышать. Не могу так думать.
Some music. We need to feel a little bit manic in this precise moment. Life. Health decreases when taking damages. It can be restored with something called healing poultice. Turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off! Now. Better. And now. Yeah. Oh! Interesting. Yeah, but I can only trade bullets and I technically would need more bullets. So... yeah, I went to the different way. I'm a dummy. Never mind. Yeah, am I going the correct way now? I think so. Yeah, because that's the... yeah, that's the termitary. The locals I used to barter. Here they exchange microbes. Yeah, what a mood, Danko, what a mood. Could have stayed home and not risked it, clinging to his routine. I wouldn't be... no, he couldn't have. I wouldn't be able to either. Oh, okay. Yeah, you cannot... can you? Oh, interesting. Oh shit! Is this... yeah, this is the place where he probably saw the... yeah, better if I return. The heartbright being burned. Okay. Oh, friggin' course. Oh, wait. Nice. Yeah, it worked, it worked. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this. Nope, nope, no, 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 crap. Nope, no. Jesus, Christ, leave me alone. And now, map. I need a map. No. Nope. Ah, damn it. Okay. Yeah. Have I messed up once again? Of course I have. Oh great, he's running out of time, isn't he? Yeah. Nope, nope. No, I don't want to throw my gun. You asshole. No, not here. Fucking course. Oh fuck. Come on, Danko, resist. Okay. Okay, map. I need a map. Okay. Now,
такое? Камера люмина.
Okay. Of fucking course. Never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Okay, map. No offense, Alice, but what the fuck you doing?
Пустота хуже воровства.
Okay. It's, all things considered, fucking funny because it's there! Now how the fuck do I get out? Shit, I'm running. Okay. Hey! Is she? Hey, look at me, doctor. And make sure to take a good look. Are you something upset? Oh, he's upset. Listen, I can talk to you about important matters when you can't get a hold of yourself. Who? No time no see, little saint girl. You move fast, don't you? You're beside yourself, doctor. Your senses are out of tune, which means that you won't even understand which world you're in. You're looking at me here and you see who knows what. No. I'm not seeing anything like that. I'm hallucinating because of exhaustion. I should take a deep breath, count to 30. Oh, so I found her. Now. Just chill, Alice. You have this. You've got this. And you're almost there. Nope. Not the dead people, not the... Be careful, you idiot. And now...
Мигрень. Да, это мигрень. А в Танатике было тихо.
Much better than Koski. Let's go. And... Moo. And now that I have discovered that you can break mirrors,
В каждом осколке новые.
let's go break some. Finally! I've been waiting for you, Dr. Tankowski. And now you're not going to believe this, guys. I need to drink some water. As you can see, I've allowed our volunteer orderlies to leave on a break, but they'll return as soon as you give the word. Good. Rest is necessary. Let them have a smoke, visit their families. Who knows, they might not get another chance. Consider it done. But what of the third patient, Philat? The cemetery guard, do you have a diagnosis? I haven't put him to sleep yet. I thought he might be useful to you again. I visited his place in the scanners, had a look around, spoke to the neighbors and someone else. Understand his illness. Just be sure to put it in the document and stamp it too. Thank you. With such chaos, it might slip my mind. But first, I'll have a word with Philat. Here you are. What took you so long, Doctor? Did my mice detain you? You're joking, despite your nerves. That's a good sign. You can relax. I've seen it, and your secret has been uncovered. So you've met him. I tried to protect him with everything I had. I went to the hospital so he wouldn't catch it from me. We just... Yeah, sorry. We just stuck from the start. We wouldn't have wasted all this time. We've stolen an entire hospital. I've never been a good liar. If I told you too much, you'd know that someone was changing my bandages. That I needed money to feed 2 mouse, so I took as little as I could. Regardless, I found out. There's nothing to hide now. Sure, I led the boy through a hidden passage away from the slaughterhouse. He's just a kid, Doctor. It was hardship that brought him to the cannery. And just like that, fat blood put him to work, young or old. It doesn't matter to the Dolginskis. They send everyone to the factory. It's not my place to judge you. You did what you did is noble, but stupid. Conscientia causa. I'm no hero, but I was taught to draw the line somewhere. I treat people like people, period. I done what I could. So you believe the cemetery's doors should be flung wide open, now, during the epidemic? They stabbed people to death in the cemetery, and not just there either. While you were out, I overheard people in the hospital. I aren't you the tyrant who ordered a quarantine? Without the quarantine, the plague would devour your town in just a day or two. That's a plague I restrict, not people. Those are dangerous games you play, Doctor. You are not the only one who doesn't like the restrictions today. People endure tomorrow too, but in the days that follow, they'll erupt. I told you, you can't humiliate a living being without suffering consequences. And this imprisonment humiliates a town that second time. You tried to shame me as if the quarantine was some whim I had. If only we had another way. This won't end well, I tell you. Neither of us can tell the future. And Philat, I came to talk about your diagnosis. Drink this glass of water, please, before we continue. Take that away! I can't stand here in this sloshing! Get it away, Doctor! Mr. Little, calm the patient down, please. Never should have dismissed the orderlies. Diagnosis investigate. Show has revealed new symptoms. They must be added to the casebook, and then diagnosis must be chosen. So yeah, it's nephropathy epidemica. So now... I checked the records. If the necessary Theodiotides who quickly then die of the plague. You're a mental giant. A luminary! You still don't know if my diagnoses are correct? We awaited your verdict with bated breath. What next? The vaccine? Searching the town for more people in the same symptoms as today 3? Only choose those with perfectly clear diagnosis, late stages, pronounced symptoms, or you'll make every mistake. Consider it done, and after that, how much culture should we take? At what temperature should we heat it to? Don't be overzealous with warm blood. 450 millimeters at most. Otherwise, the weakened patients won't make it. We've gotten it down to the last 2 nights. We've managed without supervision, I promise. Rest without fear that we'd even disgrace you. So, Dr. Vankowski, sir, do you give us permission to proceed? Shall we start? If we don't vaccinate anyone tonight, there will be 300 deaths. 5 if we do, and my work has errors. It's so scientific every time. What's going on? I couldn't hear you. Do we win in or not? We do. Nam quidit quod vitari non potes metuit is vivere animo quieto nullo modo potest. So let's friggin' go. Yeah, I have the key. Now to Filat's room. A neighbor sharing a bathroom is useful to know the truth about the man. You need to see the innards of his life. According to the neighbor thinks Filat is a drunkard. He's trashing the house, talking to voices in his head. Things are not getting clear. There's no hallucination. It's a real boy. You can probably question him about Filat's life, but I need clues to ask the right questions. Analysis is collected. Yeah, time to put the last doubts aside and make the diagnosis. That last one for today. All that remains is toward the vaccine made. A step remaining. Eureka, now I'm ready to make sense of the symptoms. Time to return to the hospital and prove a hypothesis. But the doctor betters loot to patients turning over to the assistant. The ones that don't have to crack and lead an investigation is needed to clarify his diagnosis. But it is seen, if I identify the passage diagnosis correctly, the vaccine will have hundreds. If I'm wrong, the blood is on my hands. Scan rest hours. I've done all today. Time to go back to my headquarters, back home to Eva. And rest is for understanding is for the quarantine measures will soon ready to speak. When it does, the town will no longer obey the decrees issued to save it. So yeah, there we go. Diagnosis made. All diagnoses were correct. The assistants are preparing today's vaccine, which will delay the town demise for another day. Oh, Alys, stop yourself for a second. Self-absorbed. Even my own hallucinations don't need me anymore. You've done all you could, Senya. Go on. And rest. They wait for you at the Stillwater. Why are you in charge of deciding I've done all I could? Your vaccine will be ready only on the morrow, and it would even free your heart from its torment. What are you to do? I could. I don't know. Tighten up the quarantine, perhaps, so I wouldn't keep running into you lot. So yeah, now we go to my least favorite part of all this. Now, well,
И так голова трещит.
not this, because this is what I called Pathologic,
Не хочу это слышать.
and it's so good. I'm sorry, Danko, but we need this.
Шум надоел. Кипит, трещит, скрипит, живет.
And boy,
А в Танатике было тихо.
I like Danko's voice in Russian much
Я
better.
забыл, что мира так много.
Let's go. The Stillwater, my temporary safe haven, my emergency command headquarters, and the only place in this town where I can breathe. And there we go. Doctor, we're rotating, leaving, that is, abandoning our post. The reason being? Well, we didn't sign up for this. They go and unarm themselves. No petty thieves, no. These are proper, what's the word? Thugs. They shoot, doctor, they stab. It's really unheard of around here, raising a knife against your fellow man, and we're unarmed. Are you asking me to arm you? No, we are not thugs. Your capital may be a vicious place, but this town used to be a living thing. We don't have murders. We have an epidemic. They have side effects, violence, dissolution of boundaries, desperation. I foresaw all of this. I'm afraid not, Doctor. We're volunteers. We took our oath. Fair enough. You took no oath, but truly abandoned the town to such a fate. Not letting thieves in and seek out? Fine. Putting yourself in front of a bullet or a blade? Well, to say it again, that's a whole different beast. The fact that you brought us to this state is, thought-provoking. Again, really unheard of. And on that note, as they say, we take our leave. Go wherever you like. This is certainly not a job for cowards. And yeah, as you guys can see, my only outlet, I'm tied back to the still water. I'm always a little alive here, even when worked to death at the hospital. I even breathe easier. A dangerous place. Not everyone in this town is content with the epidemic measures. The district is rebelling. I need to be careful. So now. Revolver. The quarantine realtors want to kill me. I must defend myself. 2, draw the revolver, R, reload. Yeah, and I'm gonna do something I really do not want to do. Which is... Danko's gonna kill some people. Because I did try multiple times, you guys see it or have seen it in my video about quarantine. And they kill me multiple times, and I'm just so dead tired about this. I'm gonna check on something first. And the thing is, what's the thing? Set, and I had the... Nice, I have the strychnine here. Okay. So now. People are intimidated by weapons. The mere sight of a raised weapon will stop a rioter for the moment. Press right to aim the revolver.
А давай ко мне.
Пусто.
So now.
Врачу.
Yeah, sorry Danko, but we have to do this. Okay.
Слишком у вас нервы натянуты.
Shit! He's gonna...
Попался голубь.
Эй, сюда!
Okay. Just... I'm gonna check on something. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay. It's okay, we're gonna manage. We have to manage. Oh, otherwise I'm fucked.
Все как в глицерине.
Yeah. We can do this. We can do this. Otherwise, I might end that. No, what the fuck happens? Por Capella, man. Capella, niña, ¿qué te han hecho? Ah, you cannot access the mirror. Okay. Do I have anyone in here? Nope. Thank goodness. Okay, the last one I can shoot is here. So now.
Zero.
And now. My apologies, Danko.
Дрожи в руках.
Yeah. but you have to run because there's someone else. Yeah. Fuck. Run, man. Run. Holy shit! I actually did it! I would draw my gun in dangerous districts. It's okay, my man. You actually did it. Yeah. You're gonna have some of this. No, keep in here. And it was... I think it was B? The one in that... Yeah.
Тупее. Не так остро.
Okay, press.
Живое.
Shit! Never mind.
Какое все живое.
Now, we have to go to the still water. We're gonna see the kids in there. Yeah. Sorry, Danko. I almost killed you. Hello, kiddos. Talk.
Raise the yellow flag. The yellow flag doesn't stand for quarantine, you dum-dum. It's the other way around. It's you who stands for quarantine. The yellow flag means hang all borders.
Who are you planning to hang, might I ask?
Get us our boat, mister. That boat used to be my hat, you dum-dum. That's 'cause your head is too small. A matchstick head.
So this boat is a headdress?
He won't get you the boat. His head is ill-fitting.
He thinks in mere 3 dimensions.
You won't do, mister. Leave the boat be.
You think this all three-dimensional fits my head? Okay. Off you go, kiddos. Yeah, and I'm gonna check, because I want to find a mirror.
Нервы вас ни к черту, Данковский.
Yeah, let's go. And now. Yeah, so it saves in here. And there she is. There she is, you queen. I love you. Interesting. No? No? It's okay. Let's talk.
Сердце есть у любого объекта.
Oh my gosh,
Разве ты не слышишь?
she's so cute.
You're back, and just in time. You know, a mob slowly gathering outside the house.
I didn't see anyone.
I did. They peer into the windows. They're planning something. Deliberating. Sometimes they carry torches and sometimes stakes.
I think they're up to wickedness. I'll go out and check so that you don't worry. Don't! Please don't! For my sake! I'll be careful.
If you decide to go out and check after all, please take me with you.
There's no need. I won't be there long.
Wait, let's talk a little first like we always do. You said it yourself yesterday. When you're talking to me, it's like talking to a cat. It's the only way to sort your thoughts. You must have brought so many new thoughts with you. Tell me.
You are the most precious listener to me, but my head is filled with miserable chaos right now.
Will you let me?
You see? Well, first of all, it's clear the sandpest can be defeated by ordinary means. We are so short on time. Creating a vaccine takes weeks, and I don't even have days. Which means we must do something different. But what? How do we find an opening?
You believe Simon would help you if you found out where he was?
Simon. I sense he's behind it all. His disappearance, the missing body, the huge coffin in an empty grave, the note supposedly written by him. It all makes you think.
Either this is some kind of conspiracy, or he's playing a murky game with me. I must find him. Keep talking. I'm human. I'm an intelligent, industrious, courageous human. Good specimen. One of the finest. I still have too many limitations, sorry. Solving these problems takes something greater. A stream, if you will, instead of a point. I must pass through several apertures at once. I don't understand. Wait, what's that noise so sad? I told you. There are people and they're scaring me. But our conversation is more important. It will never happen again. Wait. How much time has passed? Well, we've been talking. I don't know. An hour maybe? You spend a long time thinking. Your eyes are mesmerizing, Eva. But not in a little sense. Wait for me here. I love you. Why though? I've stepped here by accident twice already. Eva believes some strangers have wandered into our yard. I better go out and have a look. Even here, our fortress was under siege. Tar him, feather him, smear him with brimstone and put his hand on a spike. Well, did you think people here would be more understanding than the capital? There are certain doubts about the brilliance of your intellect, Dankowski. So now we get here, and now we get to back to Eva, and
Как жена не мила, а сон милее.
It's so hard on you, poor thing. Look, some of your hair has turned grey in past days. You're a learned man. Why does it do that? How can someone's hair really gray so suddenly? No, shock just makes hair fall out sometimes. Grey hairs remain, so it looks like the person has suddenly grayed. So, what's happening up there? What do they want? I made one mistake. Just one? What mistake? Now you're making fun of me? Tell me, what was it? Do you know how to make it right? Yes, you see, I was trying to turn down the panic and stop the infection from spreading, so I issued some harsh decrees on quarantine measures. I told everyone to stay home, no talking, no sneaking out. Not everyone found this enjoyable. But it was the right thing to do. It's all piled up rather unfortunately. Your regular supply chain was running late, and the quarantine was very sudden. Many people lack necessities, food, medicine, water, and much more. The town became a rat trap, and a cornered rat pounces on the cat, and even overcomes it sometimes. I thought it all through. I'll revoke the decree. Right now, it won't get any worse. No one complied with it anyway. It just led to exasperation, no sanitary measures. There's no authority here, just anarchy and chaos. To hell with it. I'm revoking the decree this instant. Is it not too late? I guess we'll see. I'm coming upstairs. Oh, a boy came here recently. Agitated, angry, carrying some papers. I gave him bread and dried apples. He's upstairs by the table you signed your papers at. Okay, I'm going. Que santa causa, que sat effectus. Engineer Magic on desk is on the second floor.
Так просто ты меня не заберешь.
Oh, and by the way, analyze items.
There's some other minigame that you have not available in here, but that will be available in the game. And this one too. But man, this is such a nice place. Thank you, Farhad, for deciding it. There you are, my friend.
Шея у него длинная, тулово толстое, ножки копытцами. Значит, альбинос. Вот и говори потом, что не земля такое слепила.
So they made a bunch of decrees about the town, like there weren't enough already. Told me to bring them to you for approval.
Hold on, boy. I know your face. Not just from the town hall. I've seen you before, elsewhere.
I was your assistant when you stopped the outbreak here in the stone jar. Birdies, guided you here. Did you forget? You must have the memory of an old fish.
Right, I remember now. But when was that? Has it really happened already?
Can I go now or what?
Got a ton to do.
Since you're my assistant, assist me in sorting out these papers. You'll have to ask the higher-ups. I just bring you what I'm given. Your decree, we carry it out. Instantly. We got full authority 2 days ago, didn't you? So use it. We'll obey. Far as I'm concerned, roosters do the crowing, and who cares if the sun doesn't rise?
Yes, and I use that authority to lift the quarantine if I can get... it can get worse than it already is. But yeah, this definitely points out that Marble Nest, we can consider it canon. I didn't know we could, but yeah, decrees. Up to 3 decrees can be issued per day. Issued decrees can apply to every available day, not just the current one. And now, we have to decree. Decree, my friend. Oof. Okay, I can't see shit. Okay, never mind. Review decrees. Bad decree. The enacted decree is causing problems. Select and remove it using set. We remove the decree. And now we change decrees. Like for example, this one. And well, hello, Can. Just give me a second. Concession. The members refuse to see the quarantine is necessary for their own survival. I have to repeal it for today. That's the realtors butcher me. Siege is lifted. My decrees are executed permanently. The quarantine is lifted. I need to go out and make sure the realtors are no longer a threat. I got a bad feeling. Oh, just give me a second because that was super cute. The soul of the still water, the loyal Giva waits to share an evening conversation with me. And she's not alone. When did our task become a part of Bachelor Tankowski? That's so sweet. Okay.
Слушаю.
Remember our request? There are 500 kids at the polyhedron right now. 522 to be precise, not counting me. That was supposed to wait just fine. Don't order the evacuation. It must not happen. We agreed yesterday that I'll make no promise until I've conclusively studied what keeps your impossible tower standing. It's a perfect isolation ward, it's above ground, made of glass, across the river. We are not in any danger of contracting the sand pest. You're in danger of this tower collapsing, which, unlike the sand pest, will have a 100% fatality rate. So, I understand you correctly that you no longer regard the sand pest as a threat? That's a gross overstatement. Are you familiar with the term contradicting adjecto? You lifted the quarantine, and I think we agreed to stop calling me kid. Apologies, young man. I just forget the characteristic precocity of the Kane children. Go outside and look at the polyhedron. It's standing, and it will stand as long as it has to. It is eternal. A masterpiece such as that cannot collapse. That would defy all reason. You'll also see how the time has changed since your decree. I only just signed it, and was that Sulan boy, Sticky? He needs to deliver the document to their emergency command. You're living in some special timeline of your own, Dr. Dankowski. For all I know, it might have taken you a fairly long time to sign the decree. In the meantime, the weather has turned fair and the quarantine is nothing but a memory. Go outside and see what you have brought. Brevi manu, as an ancient author would have put it. Yeah. When Eva plays, she doesn't touch the keys with her finger. The music flows on her, not on the instrument. Oh, she's... There she is.
Город — это скопище людей, человек — это скопище микробов. Ты город, ты микроб.
Hello, Doctor. Thank you for cleaning the way for me. I can assume that this is a case of damned if you do, damned if you don't, as my colleague Burak would put it. You're not. You're just a smart fellow who understood that I'm a blessing, not a curse. That Simon of yours figured it out long ago, by the way. That's why he allowed me into the town. That's why he took my communion. You lying, mealy-mouthed creature. Simon created this town himself. He wouldn't have let you in here on purpose. You're still so far behind him after all, silly bachelor. It was for the town's sake that he let me in. At first he protected the town from me, but then he realized he can't protect things forever. You can't raise a child under the glass dome. If there's no symbiosis with the soil, no miracle can bloom. And the soil is... me. So, you're the one who killed Simon. An immortal man died of some pestilence. Oh, bachelor, he hasn't died. You are just looking in the wrong direction. He excluded time from the world and thus became immortal. He is dying, sickening, living, rotting, thriving, all at once. He found a way. Just a minute. Give me some time to think. I can wait. I have time aplenty. An infinite amount. You say he's excluded time from the world, so I'll just include it back. Okay, no. So, now, where's the nearest clock? Sundial's used in this plague mist. Right. There's no more use for sundials. Any sundials. Anywhere. I've defeated the sun. No matter. I'll find a mechanical clock. I figure out how to fight you. I'll understand it now. And not just you either. Everything. Just give me a second. The sleep of reason produces monsters. The sleep of reason produces monsters. The sleep of reason produces monsters. Now, we go back. And we're almost there. Nah.
Is Eva still there? Oh. You know, they should make a mechanic that only by just looking at Eva, your mood instantly improves, whether you have mania or apathy. Did someone die here? I didn't notice you coming in mask. Is someone going to die? What troubles you, senor? Your day is over. I'm batting the sandpest, but I'm just not getting anywhere. It's too elusive, unknowable. If it is here, it reappears there. There's not enough of me to deal with. Admire indeed, so let it not your grave become. It may be best to cry surrender. At least you've held on to humanity, a feeble joy, though that may be to you. You can but do the things that can be done no more. Accept your fate as so it stands. There still can be a victory in this. No, I think there is a solution. It is high somewhere unusual. Is that a clock behind you? Is time itself your quarry now? Would you repair the past? Can such a thing be done? Senor, you know the literature on this. A flap of wings hither, a stone thither, though that one tale is yet unwritten. No, I will just learn a little mode of thinking, bend this straight line. Tomorrow will be just a day. Start with myself as usual, and then we'll see. Well said, but I knew you not to be a Berkeleyan. I suppose my remaining option is to become one. Then lay your head and sleep, or will you stare into the clock's face as if it were a stereogram or a sacred icon? Perhaps it shall become what it is not. I just recall what happened 2 days ago. Okay, F. Another day. Telling the story requires time. Time is embodied in amalgam. I'll consume it when trying to recall another day. A new day brings new memories. Select a day to explore. So, we can go to day 3. So yeah, we actually did this, take the survey previously. And now, day 3, in which the bell tolls. Yeah, it does it, Danko does it.
Иногда кажется, что все только кажется.
Pero qué bonita eres, guapa. Good morning to our guest, Dr. Dankowski from the capital. Did you sleep comfortably? Quite. I dreamed that I could fly, or rather try to, and though I did succeed, mine was a strange flight, at no great altitude and horizontal, less of a flight than a swift glide above the ground, atop an unseen moving platform. But I was yearning for an upward soar, somewhere vertical, and you... What did you dream of? The usual, an empty street at night, lined with 4 lamps, and in its end, a brick house. I walk towards the house and I cannot reach it. Your face is very weary. 30, aren't you? I'd say you do look much older than your years. I like that you have no grey hair. It's coal black, not raven. That's a different shade from yours, and not a single grey one yet. I may be grey hair soon. As things unfold, that day is inexorably getting closer. You have a troubled day ahead of you. Will you be back tonight? I will be waiting. Waiting? What for? I think you'll be in great need of a listener after the kind of day you'll have today. I'm not being dramatic. I'm just saying a flurry of events awaits you, many of which will stamp you. You can bet on that. The mistress and soul of the still water. And we're done. Thank you all. Okay, so there will be further thoughts in the video that will come after this, but as you guys can see, I actually really love the whole thing and I cannot wait until we have the full game. Again, as usual, if you found this video and had no idea of my other stuff, hello again, this is Alys, and I am currently going through every possible iteration of Pathologic available to the public, among many other stuff. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and if you like this enough to spare some cash my way, there's a link to my coffee in the description below. Next video is gonna be my thoughts on the whole thing. Until then, see you!